professor of mass communications that is calling for muscle. We'll get to that clip in just a second. Catherine Hanaway, you played a clip of our interview with her. She also said there should be investigation whether or not this woman should continue to have her job after she calls for muscle after a journalist was trying to gather information. And we should explain where this is. This is on campus, in a public setting on campus where they have set up tents and they created a human circle around the tents, refusing to allow anybody in as they held a protest protesting exclusion from campus events.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And from what I understand, it was probably a student reporter.
Well, the first clip we're going to play is a student who was a stringer for ESPN. Here's what happened when this student photojournalist tried to take pictures of this free speech protest.
You think you're funny? You need to go.
I have a job to do. I'm documenting this for national news.
You cannot behave them like this.
Yes, I can. This is the First Amendment that protects your right to stand here, protects mine.
You're not going to yell at her. So just calm down. You're not going to.
Okay, ma'am.
She doesn't want you. They don't want you in front of her.
Ma'am, don't yell at me. Ma'am, the First Amendment protects your right to be here and mine.
Okay, so that is a student journalist trying to take a picture. Now, let's play this is the mass communications teacher. Her name is Melissa Click. Here she is saying she's the one yelling, "I need help." Listen to this.
Hi, media. Can I talk to you?
No, you need to get out.
Well,
you need to get out.
No, I don't.
You need to get out.
I actually don't.
All right. Hey, who wants to help me get this reporter out of here? I need some muscle over here.
It's so embarrassing. It is so embarrassing.
Well, and again, want to mention that this was the woman who a few years ago was criticizing U.S. media and some of the way that national media covers stories. She actually was criticizing Anderson Cooper, who was on CNN. And then on her Facebook page,
yes,
days ago,
she wrote November 7th, "Hey, this is the same woman who was calling for muscle to get the media out of here. A few days ago, she wrote, 'Hey folks, students fighting racism on the NU campus want to get their message out to the national media. Who among my friends knows someone who would want to get a scoop on this incredible topic?'" So, first of all, she's a mass communications professor, and the only way she knows how to get national attention is to go to Facebook and ask her friends. She should be fired for stupidity immediately. Not to mention, fired for a professor calling for muscle during a free speech protest in which you're a professor in the middle of a student protest. It's not your protest. Meanwhile, she's white, so clearly she's of white privilege. I don't understand. The whole makes your head explode. The whole thing makes your head explode. Now, do we have another clip of this the woman who is the director of the Greek Life? Here is another university paid employee infringing on students' rights. Listen to this.
Please, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. These are people too. You need to back off.
No, there's no law.
You know what? Back off about personal space. Back off. Please. Respect people. Back off. Back off. Go.
Don't push me.
We don't want you to tell our story. Not if you're going to act like that.
How your story is told in the media.
Oh, you know what? She needs to decide if she's going to talk to you or not.
She doesn't need to talk to me. I don't want her to talk to me.
She doesn't want to see you.
I don't want her to talk to me.
I know that. You need to back up. I know that. I know that. I know you better back up.
Why?
I know that.
Don't push me. Don't.
There you go. Well, it's nice to see that people are getting along in Columbia.
you know, I understand there was, a lot going on at that time, but he was repeatedly saying that, he didn't want to talk to anyone. He just wanted to get a couple pictures. It's a public place.
Yes.
And that's what you do as a media person. You know, trying to get as much of the story as you can without infringing on people's rights and taking up their personal space.
They weren't going into the bathroom stall, putting a microphone to their face saying, hey, I want you to answer the question. They were in the middle of a public protest in the middle of public space on a public campus.
It's almost like, only from hearing it, and I saw the video, but it's almost like those teachers were creating more of an issue by keeping the reporters from doing their job.
More news coming in, more walkouts planned today on the Missouri campus. Now what do they want? They got everything they wanted. Everyone's been gone. Everyone's fired. Go back to class. We'll check in with Brian Houseworth with ABC 17 coming up in 10 minutes. Big 550 KTRS. R&R